Good morning, everyone. Time for your daily dose. 1542 in rapid, and my opponent's high rated. 1572. Now, I am playing the Grand Prix. I've just been thinking again, I really should get into the Smith Mora. I really should. It just seems to fit my thing more. I mean, I guess the thing with the Grand Prix is at least we start throwing Freddy around. Okay, now I can pin the knight and guarantee a trading off my bishop, which is a piece I do not want. That is defended. So I can play knight f3 before d3. We've got kittens. These guys are nearly ready to go to their new homes. Okay, e6. That's in great danger. Opponent is from New Zealand, Aotearoa. Okay, we have castles from white. And now the knight. Oh, not playable. Alright, okay, so the thought is to push c4 with a discovered check, which I can then block. But that hangs that pawn, doesn't it? I can actually block it with a knight as well and hit the bishop. You do this, I hit the bishop. You can't take the pawn because I take back. Well, I'm not really hitting the bishop if I've just pinned my own knight, have I? So, like this. And that just puts the stoppers on that idea entirely, because you lose your queen. And I develop a piece off the back rank. I'm not worried about queen takes b2, so I can vacate c1. And that puts an end to that idea, I believe. Alright, queen e1 is the next move in the sequence. I don't feel like I've quite woken up yet today. Right, so this pawn is pinned. Takes, rook takes, any point in that? Any point in this? Takes, hits the knight. I've got knight here. Also just queen e1. Queen e1 is the main idea, with the idea of knight into there and capture. So bishop might go here. So let's play queen e1. This pawn is still pinned, happy about that. This bishop's almost certain to go there, isn't it? Unless he wants to take a bit longer in fianchetto. So that is the bishop. Okay. So let's say I go queen here now. If I go queen here, he can move the knight with a discovered attack on the queen by the bishop. But then I can, let's say here, I just drop back down. Then my knight comes in. I want him to castle first before I do anything else. So is f5 a thought now? f5 and he takes and I take. That's not too bad. I've got stuff lined up against this king, but f5 and e5. f5 takes. feel like I've had this situation before and, you know, made an inaccuracy or something like that. E5 threatens pawn, threatens knight, takes, knight takes. Then I have got a bishop staring down on G2, but how bad is that? What do you want? I don't want to open up that light squared bishop. It's the one pointing towards my king. I'm going to push F5 and just take some space on there. Okay. Now the knight can come in. The queen can come here. Or queen here and bishop here. If queen here, knight can come there, hitting the queen and defending G7. This is the point. But maybe if I do that first. Knight in first. He could kick me. Queen there, knight there. Queen here, knight here, queen here. This pawn is still pinned. This is a real threat. Okay. I've got two knights that can come into the position now. One here, and then queen across. If I put the knight in first, he might just do this. If I put the queen across first, so knight in here, and then I pin the pawn as my queen. So knight's in here, pawn advances. Knight can retreat, and then maybe take out the pawn with my bishop. That's a thought. I'm going to play this move first. It'd be nice to get a rook lift in, wouldn't it, as well? Like this, take out the knight. So his queenside activity seems to have halted for a bit because he's got stuff to worry about. Hey, Sashi. He's having a think. He's over 15 minutes, this guy. He's made his moves very quickly so far. And this is it's not a checkmate threat because knight defends there. Think about trading off this bishop. And that forces the trade it off against something. And these pieces are currently not involved in the defense. Okay. Here. Yeah. I want to get my knight in. I want to make him move his pawns. I want to involve my rook somehow. I am not concerned about these pawns here. He still has this check. Then I can still block with that. I can also sidestep to h1, just like he did. There, bishop takes, hits this. Guys, how am I supposed to concentrate? I've got a whole house to play and then they have to play next to me. Okay, I feel like I'm using my time okay. He's now having his first good think. I mean, he thought for a minute over his previous move, which was to capture on f5. I take him out there. Alrighty, okay. Now Now my instinct says... Well, he's now attacking my knight as well, though. If he takes... Or do I need to bring my knight in now? Or do I just recapture? Bishop takes. This pawn hangs. If I take here, he takes knight. Of course, it's a bit involved, isn't it? Two pawns down, though. Like here to here looks quite good. I'll let him take more pawns. This is not about pawns. I'd like if that pawn wasn't there, defending this square, because then this is a nice pin. Bishop's actually undefended. The knight f5 does come with a threat. Also, maybe the queen coming into there via g3 or g4. Okay. Doubling down, doubling down. I feel like I need to take. No, I can't. I mean, there's no immediate threat. Well, I threaten the bishop. But if he takes this, no, I need to recapture. He has that. He's two pawns up. Okay, you're attacking my queen. First instinct is to come to g3. Check, he takes the f pawn, that's no good. g3's got knight there. Or I come to here and actually attack this bishop. Yeah, also might kind of halt that idea, but he is still two pawns up. No, if he does that... Oh, no, I can't. If he pushes the pawn, I can't take the bishop because that would put me in check. Okay, that's an interesting move. Now his bishop's looking at my bishop, so I have to come back here. Take, knight takes. This is sharp. This knight can't move because it has to defend the bishop. Yeah, doesn't work. This queen is really not involved in the game much unless this pawn moves. Moves, I go here. If he takes here, I'd have to trade off bishops first and then recapture the queen. Okay. Takes. It's got to be really, isn't it? And then I'm attacking the knight. Don't think the knight can do any serious damage. Attacking the knight. This I can just push. Still this pawn is guarding b6, but this is a threat. Does this force his bishop to take? Rook takes. Double up rooks, maybe. And that's the immediate threat. Let's mark that. And we'll go out in a minute, yeah. In fact, if this, let's just play this one through. If he pushes f6, no, I don't have that because the pawn is no longer pinned. F6 here. King moves there. But again, the immediate threat is that. Hey, Duchess. Does it make me feel more evil to sit stroking a cat? Not really. It makes me feel less evil. I know. I know. You're tired now. You had enough fighting. He's fighting himself now, isn't he? You gonna go to sleep? Okay then. Okay, you sleep. There we go. There we go. All right. Now, has my opponent gone to sleep? No, my opponent has decided to defend his knight with his bishop. Now I can attack the bishop. And then what's he going to do? Is he going to trade? Or this, or this. Attack the bishop here. He can push with discovered check. I move out of the way. If I take the bishop, pawn takes. Even this, I mean, even something as simple as rook f2, at least it stops the discovered check idea. I could double up my rooks. What I really want is I want a rook here. So is that a foolish idea? Not really. I do this, he does that, I just sidestep. Got to induce some weakness around the king. I'm 2 pawns down. I'm not going to grind my way into an ending with any hope of winning. And she's flat out. Now he's thinking. So his extra pawns are kind of here and here. He pushes here, undefends the bishop. Knight here actually threatens mate. Knight here, does that force the bishop to take? No, it might induce that, but that again is a weakness I would welcome. We're attacking this pawn, but it's defended by the queen. Knight here pushes here, then with a threat of that would be mate if without that knight there. Yeah? There, g6, knight h6 covers this square. All we need to do then is give check, and he's done. It's a matter of eradicating this guy. There, takes, then knight here, threatening mate. That might work. That might just work. It's a plan. First trade off this knight is the idea. Recapture with a rook. Come in with here threatening mate. Might have just bishop takes though. And then I've just swapped off a load of my stuff, haven't I? Oh, okay, so he's gone for the check. I'm just going to sidestep, like we said. I could have actually pushed as well. D4 is also an idea. Okay. Can I unleash this now? There, takes. I think I have to take, don't I? There, at least I've guarded that square twice right now. Rook here threatens mate as well. So now what's he going to do? That's a simpler idea, because that doesn't come with the risk of bishop eliminates, because I don't want to be swapping stuff off right now. This is checkmate. He has to do something. What can he do? He can push g6. Queen here doesn't work because of knight. That's the only other defense. Or this. Ha. Yeah. Okay, no, knight takes on there would be mate as well. This knight has to defend that against my knight. Here. Or we can go to here, it can't go there. Yeah, I just feel like, yeah, if we do swap off, I can get rook here and come after him in the court. I've got to attack. There's nothing for it. I'm down 2 pawns. Bishop takes and queen takes, I'm then attacking his knight, and his knight is the only defender of this pawn. His rook is tied to that right now. H4, H5, H6? Is that even a thing? Should always consider the old Harry attack. Okay, and queen takes. This pawn hangs, this knight hangs. This knight, that's defended only once and it is under attack. Okay. Right, so he's hitting the queen. I have this pawn. Let's say rook here. I move, rook comes down with check. We have to trade rooks. Don't really like that. Queen here, rook here. Or queen somewhere where it hits the knight. So I get two attackers on the knight. Like this. I'm now threatening to take the knight. Also gluing this rook in place. Push my pawn, it undefends the knight from the queen. So where's he going to go now? He could go there and attack my rook, but then I slide over. Get there and attack that rook. Probably just come over and attack him right back. Maybe I was a bit lax with my pawn protection earlier on, just allowing my opponent to gobble up pawns. Because it does really tilt it for the end game, doesn't it? Could be a lesson there. But he's down under 6 minutes now. Alrighty. Now that and that. There's no reason whatsoever to give up my rook. I come here. He's got a smothered mate threat. No, he doesn't, because I take him. Oh, that attacks my knight as well, doesn't it? So rook here then, defending the knight. I'm still attacking his knight twice. Doesn't work. It's a good aggressive play from black though, but he is on 5.5 minutes. That's undefended, undefended, undefended. Quite a lot of stuff. Okay. Take knight. Queen takes there. I go there, we trade off queens, and I'm down. In the ending, I come here, I lose my knight. And here he takes rook, knight comes here. Attacking the queen. I take knight, you take rook, I come here, attacking the queen. No, not really happy about this, guys. If I move my rook, I simply lose a knight outright, right? But here I do have the option of winning a knight, trading it for a rook. But it is a losing position, has to be said. So I'll just take here, anticipating this, but this is not good. My opponent has done well, kept the pressure on, not caved in at all, and kept things very tight around the king. There we go. Okay, knight here, it's the only real move. So let's go h6, back here, check. Nope. Queen here, rook here, h6, queen there, check. Rook blocks, nope. Okay. nothing much for it. I have to go for the attack, that's all. But he's got this. Queen here, push. No. Not good. I'm an exchange and 2 pawns down now. But let's see what we can make of it. Can we catch him napping? Probably not. He's too careful. And that's why he's 1572. Queen here defends pawn, but more importantly threatens mate. He's got to push one of these pawns. Yeah. So he gets a queen, and now he's just threatening queen takes, and there's mate outright. H6 I think is probably the safer of the moves. Don't think I've got any perpetual either. Okay, well this and then rook blocks. Rook takes. Do I have rook takes now? Rook takes, king takes. Here, king here. Looking for like a perpetual check. Don't think I've got one. In fact, queen there just falls to queen takes queen. So this is not good. No, this is a completely resignable position now. Beaten fair and square, but it'll be good to look at the analysis. Check. Takes, check here, and I've got no follow-up. Can't do that to cover that square, so I think we can safely resign. Yeah, there we go. But I would like to see, where did I lose my grip on that game? This is the thing with the Grand Prix. Sometimes the attack is crushing, but it doesn't seem that venomous. Okay, my opponent oh, and whoa, what? You are joking. I had mate in 2 here. Rook takes there, and that's mate. Oh no! Is it? Oh look, do you know what, that for some reason there is just no pattern for that in my head. Oh wow, did you see that? Oh lordy. Okay, so a couple of blocks. So basically up to this point we're doing great, and this is a blunder. This is saying here I had to take, and I'm plus 1.9. I made a couple of blunders, okay, and then that. Okay, so I kind of knew this was the critical point. So here I have to take the pawn. So let's see the moves. Take, okay. And then this. F takes E6 is best. I take, pawn takes. Then what? It's not saying. Then I guess knight in. Why? Kind of keeps this quite secure, but taking. Right, answers in the comments please. What is it about this move? Because I don't get it, right? What is it about F takes E6 here that's so much more beneficial? Opening up the line to the rook, yeah. But also that F pawn was kind of troublesome for a lot of the game for me. So yeah, maybe it's just anything you can do to remove any of these 3 pawns around the king might be the thing. But anyway, answers on a postcard. Pop it in the comments. But oh man, that mate in 2 pattern. That is one to remember. That mate. My lordy. Anyway, try and lodge it in there for future use. There's always a lesson. Thanks for watching. See you soon.